Good morning to you all. It's Hump Day Wednesday. Yowza, did we get a wind storm from yesterday? And most of you are watching this uh, Facebook Live post. You already know that because everyone got in on the act. Erie got the lion's share here, not the city, the county, not just downtown Erie. We had some very strong wind gusts here. The highest gust, I believe, was 63 miles an hour in Erie. And that happened several times. I think that was, if there's any surprise, we knew we'd get gusty winds. We knew they could get over 55. We even said 60 plus was possible. It did happen. What surprised me is how often it happened. Usually, when we say, gust over 60, we think maybe that gust may, in reality, only happen perhaps once, with most of the gusts probably staying in the 40 to a 50-mile-an-hour range. And that was the case. But we had above 60 in the mid-morning hours, happened again at noon, and during the mid-afternoon hours. We had about 3 or 4 times where we actually got above that. So that was a bit unusual. And as a result, of course, it really caused us problems here, and it continues to cause problems. Wind gusts this morning have hit 35 at the airport. So here are the outages here, and you can see Erie County right now, PA. This is not the city. Erie County, still roughly 12,000. At the peak, it was 25,000. So Penelec has been able to cut it in half, which I think is remarkable. Uh, General of thumb, when it comes to fixing the lines, usually the linemen won't go and do anything until the wind gusts have dropped below 40. And they didn't do that during the afternoon yesterday. They stayed above 40 through the day and most of the night before finally dropping down here. So, again, well done to our Penwick line people in getting the lines fixed despite some very trying conditions here. Now, I mean, they can fix some of the lines, basically when it comes to fixing them, they can't physically perhaps climb wires. So maybe that helped a little bit. But we still have trees on lines, we have telephone poles listing. I know even going home yesterday after work, going on Robinson Road, it was closed for a good deal. They had just moved a large tree right before Cherry State Extension as I was coming home, and they opened it up. But they still had, and I think it's probably still leaning this morning, probably between Cherry State Extension, Old French Road, hanging, pulling on the lines there as well. Even some schools are closed because of that. Go to erie.com, check out our TV station, on Jet TV. Bottom of your screen, you can find what we call it Snow Go, but probably more Wind Go with things out. So Erie County, PA. Notice, by the way, Erie County, not a good county to get hit. Now Erie County over in Ohio is okay. Erie County, by the way, is the only county in the United States where we have consecutive states with the same county. But Erie County, PA, Erie County, New York, both with 10,000 plus people still out. And hopefully, with the gusts now dropping below 30, we'll see Penelec can get a little bit more done. Crawford County went from 1,500 about 6 hours ago down to 1,000. Warren about 300 and a couple hundred here for Ashtabula, Mercer, and Venango counties. But besides wind, you have to deal with weather. And right now, as we check things out on our storm tracker, we find a line of a rain-snow mix, wet snow. It's moving across Cleveland. Gave a light accumulation to the higher elevations. Downtown Cleveland stayed mainly wet. That's encroaching on our neck of the woods. And I think as it moves through over the next hour or so, here in Erie, there'll be a rain-snow mix. I don't think we'll have much of any accumulation on the roadways, but you can see there's some good bursts of snow here where you see the blue coming across Ashtabula, kind of across Route 11 right now. So there will be, like yesterday morning, a snow burst. Now, fortunately, this, it's a little later on the morning commutes here, but if you have any plans to travel, say between 7:30 and 9:30, get ready for a quick burst and snow-covered roads here. Again, we're not talking snow amounts; we're just talking the short-term time period that can make things kind of rough go, slushy, and slippery on those roadways. Again, north of 90, don't think it'll be quite as bad, but be ready again, maybe for some hits here, and even along the I-90 corridor. We can get a quick 1/2 to 1 inch on the roadways, basically between I-90 and Meadville. And really through most of Erie and Crawford County, and eventually this will get into Warren and Chautauqua counties as we head on into probably past 8 o'clock in the morning, and that'll cause some rough conditions on the roadways there quickly as it moves on by. Notice there's not much behind it, so we're not expecting a whoops. Don't know how that came up. Let's go back here. Again, we got a quick hit here, but other bands, we can see the beginnings of them forming out over Lake Erie, west of Cleveland. In the grand scheme of things, we're looking at about 1 to 3 inches of snow for I-90 here at our station to at least Edinboro, best chance for 3 inches. Between Edinboro and Meadville, probably an inch or two. So Cambridge Springs, Sagertown. Corey, you could get maybe up to 2, maybe 3 out of this whole ordeal here. And time it gets to Warren, though, I think it'll lose a little punch. We're going with maybe an inch of accumulation for Warren through the day. And we can pick that up on our Futurecast here, where again, we have a nice little trough going through this morning, and still some bands developing semi-lake effect. Now, temperatures aren't going to get real cold. In fact, they should stay above freezing, so that's kind of the limiting factor here, and why I don't think we'll get more snow. But I think with the wind off, that's still, I think the lake temp is still at 39-ish. So that's why I'm not real bullish on a lot of accumulation for downtown Erie. And even if it does, it'll be the grassy areas. I think the roadways will stay wet. We get a break tonight. And then another Clipper system gives us a quick hit of snow and rain tomorrow. This one doesn't have the punch of today. Not seeing anything more than an inch. And then on Friday, does that look kind of familiar? Kind of what we showed you yesterday. Strong southeasterly wind. Gusty winds as well. Let me see if I can make a quick, I do have the wind gust map, and let me see if it'll go out far enough. I don't know if it'll go out far enough here. Let me set the time a little different here. Let's see, does it go to Friday? Oh, it does. Okay, good. So let's see. Okay. Okay. Still, you can see 37, 36. So I guess not as bad. The numbers may not be quite as quite as large as what we have. But you can see gusts still over 32. I think this might be undercutting it a bit. I could see gusts at least over 40, and I think there is a potential for 50 here because we have basically a similar weather regime like we had yesterday. I don't think we'll hit 60. That was kind of the perfect storm, so to speak. But that's something that. Let me just do one quick here. Let me pick a different model, but I don't know if this one is going to go out enough. Let's see here. Okay. That's temperature. Let's go to wind gust here. And okay, we run out of data. I mean, it's roughly the same. I'm actually a little surprised. So, okay, we'll go back to the old way here, and let's get right to the 7-day in what is kind of an unsettled weather pattern here after a rather bland December, where we had, I believe, the fourth driest when it comes to fourth least snowiest. we are we're going to get some snow. As mentioned, as you heard, less than an inch in area for the day, 1 to 3 in the belts between I-90 and Meadville. Warren, you get about an inch or so. Light snow for tomorrow. Friday looks like mainly a rain event. Saturday is the transition day where we go from rain to snow, and expect some accumulation Saturday afternoon in the wake of that strong storm. This one's going to be able to tap the Arctic cold that this past one was not able to do. You can see something we haven't seen in a long time, and that is a multi-day cold hit. We've had cold hits for a day, but this one could be at least 3.5 days from Saturday afternoon right on through Tuesday, with the potential for lake effect. Wind direction is always critical here, and there are indications of a west to even a west-southwest flow that would tend to favor the lakeshore counties, Erie, Chautauqua, Ashtabula, and including downtown Erie could get in on the fun here with lows in the teens. The lake's still wide open and still relatively mild at 38 degrees. And with these cold temperatures, get ready for some potential for some fairly heavy snow amounts over that 3 to 3.5 day period. Of course, we'll be talking more on that tomorrow and into Friday. But for now, hello to you, Rick, Jane. Good to see you this morning. Hello, Sue. Happy Hump Day. Marion, Bill, Bob, and Sue out in Jacksonville. Got to go quick here because I'm getting short on time. Hello, Phyllis. Power went out twice out there at Edinburgh. Sounds like it's on now, and that's good. Justin, good to see you. Hey, Lori. GM schools on flex instruction today. Oh, I see. Okay. Some of the schools have been affected by the power outage here. Shelly, hello. Wild weather day yesterday. You had some sleet and freezing rain out there as well. You'll get probably mainly snow for today. Good morning, Adam. Vicky, good to see you. And Joel, excuse me. Hello to you. Gary, good morning out there. Still power out there in Northeast. It's been out a while. Our weather watcher, Joe in Northeast, he had his power out, and unfortunately his tree fell. I don't think it damaged his house too much. And that's good news. And nobody got hurt. That's the best news. Okay, everyone, gotta fly. Hold on to your hats again today. And if you're out of power, hopefully it'll get restored as the day goes on. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.